Welcome to Module 5, Competitive Priorities in HR and Operations. This module will guide you through balancing cost, quality, agility, and talent strategy in your organization. By the end of this module, you will understand how HR supports competitive priorities like cost efficiency, quality, and flexibility. You'll develop workforce strategies that align with business performance metrics. You'll also learn to optimize labor costs while maintaining engagement and productivity, and leverage HR data analytics to drive workforce agility and operational excellence. HR leaders must balance 4 key operational priorities to drive business success: cost efficiency, quality workforce, flexibility and agility, and speed and responsiveness. For instance, Southwest Airlines reduced hiring cycle time by 50% by focusing on culture-fit recruitment. Cross-training employees increased operational flexibility, enabling staff to work across multiple functions. Using a competitive priorities scorecard, you can align HR strategies with business impact. For cost control, optimize workforce scheduling to reduce overtime expenses. For quality, implement upskilling programs to improve service excellence. For flexibility, adopt agile workforce models to adapt faster to demand changes. And for speed, use AI-driven recruitment processes for faster hiring and onboarding. Wages and benefits account for 70% of total business costs, according to SHRM. Uncontrolled turnover increases costs, while poor retention reduces productivity by 40%. To optimize costs without reducing value, strategic workforce planning is essential. Use demand forecasting to align workforce supply with business cycles and implement variable pay models linked to performance. Automation and AI in HR can reduce recruitment time and costs, and automate routine HR functions like payroll and benefits administration. Reducing turnover costs involves strengthening employee experience to lower attrition-related hiring costs and developing career paths to improve retention by 30%. For example, Amazon's AI-driven shift scheduling cut overtime costs by 20%, and cross-skilling employees reduced reliance on seasonal labor. Using a labor cost optimization dashboard, you can target reductions in overtime costs, hiring costs, and turnover costs with specific action plans. Quality workforce, upskilling and performance management. Why workforce quality matters. Employees with strong skill alignment are 30% more productive per McKinsey. High-performing teams drive 21% higher profitability, according to Gallup. HR strategies for workforce quality, upskilling, and reskilling programs. For example, Google's Digital Skills Initiative trains employees in emerging tech fields, while AT&T's Future Ready program provides tuition assistance for high-demand skills. Performance-driven HR strategy. There's a shift from annual reviews to continuous performance coaching. Implementing data-driven performance analysis helps identify talent gaps. Competency-based hiring and development. Focus on skills-based assessments rather than resumes. Leverage AI to match employees with internal mobility opportunities. A full case study on IBM's skills-first hiring approach shows that they transitioned to skills-based hiring rather than requiring traditional degrees. This resulted in 40% faster hiring and higher long-term retention. A useful tool is the Skills Gap Assessment Framework. It includes areas like data analytics with a target proficiency of 85%, a current level of 70%, resulting in a 15% gap. The action plan would be to launch AI training. For leadership skills with a target of 90% and a current level of 75%, the gap is 15%, and mentoring should be implemented. And for digital literacy, with a target of 80% and a current level of 65%, the gap is 15%, suggesting microlearning courses. Workforce agility, adapting to market changes. Why workforce flexibility is critical. Agile companies grow 3 times faster than rigid organizations per BCG. A flexible workforce reduces reliance on costly external hiring. HR strategies for agility and flexibility include cross-training and job rotation. Train employees across multiple roles for seamless transitions. Flexible workforce models. Leverage a mix of full-time, gig, and contingent workers. For example, Microsoft's hybrid workforce model balances in-office and remote work. Just-in-time workforce planning. Adjust hiring and training based on real-time business needs. A full case study on Uber's on-demand HR model shows that they use real-time workforce analytics to scale hiring up or down based on demand. They implemented AI-driven workforce planning, reducing operational costs. A useful tool is the Agile Workforce Model. It includes workforce models like gig talent for high-demand roles, offering cost efficiency and scalability. Internal mobility supports career growth, leading to lower turnover and higher engagement. And hybrid work, which offers a flexible mix of office and remote work, enhances work-life balance and retention. Practical application and full case study. Case study: HR's role in competitive differentiation at a manufacturing firm. The challenge was that a global manufacturing company struggled with high labor costs and inconsistent workforce planning. HR's strategic actions included implementing lean HR and workforce analytics. They optimized shift schedules to reduce overtime by 18% and cross-trained employees for multi-role adaptability. They also strengthened retention through career growth by developing an internal mobility framework to upskill employees. Additionally, they integrated HR with finance and operations, which improved labor forecasting accuracy, aligning staffing with production demand. The results were impressive. Labor costs were reduced by 15%, employee productivity increased by 22%, and voluntary turnover was lowered by 30%. Action steps for learners. Optimize workforce costs by applying the Labor Cost Optimization Dashboard. Close skills gaps by using the Skills Gap Assessment Framework. Develop a workforce agility plan by implementing the Agile Workforce Model. Ready to transform your HR strategy? Subscribe and hit the bell for more insights. Watch the strategic HR tools for workforce planning and business strategy. This video explores the top frameworks, tools, and analytics leading HR teams use to optimize retention, drive innovation, and future-proof their workforce.